legislator, all kinds of BS legislator now. There we go. First, I think this is the first time we meet, is it?
The Union of Municipalities?
No, me and you.
Oh, it is.
It is.
Actually, it is, yeah.
First time. And you are?
And Chris Melvin, the mayor of Hanwell.
So, how does it feel to be compared to Donald Trump?
I've been called worse by other people, so you take one on the chin and you move on.
Yeah, but I mean, what would Mr. Chase, Stephen Chase is a councillor from Fredericton here. What was he so upset about?
I don't know. I mean, Stephen and I have gone toe-to-toe on social media before.
Me too.
I think I like to think that there's still some mutual respect there. I mean, we both have a job to do. We're both passionate about our communities. Did it go too far? Probably. Did it go too far on both of our accounts? Probably.
It don't matter. So, what is Hanwell? Anyway.
What do you mean, what is Hanwell? The Hanwell is the center of New Brunswick.
So, no, okay, but what is Hanwell? What goes on in Hanwell?
Sure, so Hanwell has only been incorporated for 4 years. So we're a rural community.
4 years? That's why I never heard about it.
I know,
okay,
right?
Go ahead.
But I'll tell you what.
You're the first mayor.
Well, I'm the second mayor.
Second mayor,
I'm
okay.
the second mayor.
Go
Susan
ahead.
Cassidy was the first mayor.
Oh, okay, I will shut up now. Go ahead.
But I'll tell you what, Susan Cassidy paved the way and really got some large projects going for us. So for example, this year alone, we've opened a new fire station. We have 10,000 square foot.
What's the population there?
5,000 people, give or take.
Okay.
So new fire station. We also have a 10,000 square foot community center / municipal building. We've got a new beautiful nature inspired playground that is getting rave reviews. And that's all, Charles, in 4 years.
So before that, you were a local district?
Local service district, yeah.
Okay, so now you're?
Now we're a rural community. So you've got, in the province of New Brunswick, you've got rural communities, you've got villages, towns, and cities. So the rural community is sort of the first level of incorporation.
Memron Cook, that would be?
I can't say for sure. The ones before us was Upper Miramichi.
Okay.
So they've developed into a rural community. I think there might have been a couple of more since us, but I'm not sure.
So, what do you see Hanwell in 25 years from now? Be part of Fredericton, even if Stephen Chase is still there?
Even if Stephen Chase is still there.
They're the one that decides if you're going to join Fredericton or not.
Right. The building across the street certainly has some influence. But you know, I mean, not to give you a line, but the new Local Governance Act gives municipalities more power. And even power is not a great word. It gives us more flexibility to do what we need to do. I mean, you know better than anybody that the municipal government is the closest to any of the residents.
Oh yeah,
right?
We're too close sometimes,
Yeah.
way too close.
Yeah.
But I'll keep my opinion. That's what I'm here for, to do a rant about. Never mind, I won't even say it. So, what's the percentage of people working for the government in Hanwell? Would you know that?
No, I wouldn't know that for sure. I mean, hey, there's no denying we're a bedroom community of Fredericton. We are. We recognize that. We like to think that we contribute to Fredericton. Obviously, we're eating in restaurants here. We're paying for parking here. We're paying parking tickets here sometimes. So I know that there is an ongoing discussion about urban sprawl. You know, and everyone's worried that the outlying areas of some of our cities are taking advantage of city services and not directly paying for them.
St. John got the same thing.
St. John is the same. Well, they all do. Moncton, St. John, all of the areas. And you probably look across the country and it's the exact same thing. It's an issue. It's a challenge. There seems to be lately some firmer lines happening along that divide, which is unfortunate. We got to work together. I mean, we just came out of a meeting for a weekend for the Union of Municipalities in New Brunswick, and that's the theme. We've got to work together no matter what, because again, you've got some you've got some instability right now happening in the legislature.
No kidding. I think that's a good thing, what's going on there.
Well, you know what? It was funny because some people were even saying inside over the weekend that this is probably the first time the legislature is going to have to act like a municipal government. Because municipal politics, we don't have party lines. So now the provincial government is almost going to be forced to work, much like a municipality does.
I will apologize. I don't usually lie, but I did lie. I will mention it. That idiot mayor of us, Michael Bryan, don't answer that.
Yeah.
That idiot mayor suggested, I just got a flashback, that your school should be built in Fredericton, downtown.
Yep.
What was he smart? No, if he smoked, he would be smart. What?
Hey,
what's the logic? What's the logic?
Again, I mean, people are passionate about. I mean, we have responsibilities as municipal representatives. When it comes to the school in Hanwell, we simply need to realize that as much as municipalities like to think that we have an influence, at the end of the day, it's not up to us. At the end of the day, the provincial government needs to respect the decision and the opinion of the district education councils, because that was a process put in place by the previous government that simply says, let's take the politics out of schools, let's take the politics out of education. So Hanwell, an independent report shows that the school needs to be in Hanwell. My kids go to school here in the city. My kids drive for 45 minutes to go to school, both ways. For what? An overcrowded school. So politics aside, as much as I appreciate Mayor O'Brien's opinion on it.
Idiot mayor. Well, can you put the word idiot in front of Mayor O'Brien?
I appreciate his worship, Mayor O'Brien's opinion. But at the end of the day, it's not up to us.
I don't get it. Did Stephen Chase ever meet you face to face?
Stephen Chase and I, yes. Stephen Chase, we shook hands here.
So why was he so? But you sound like a nice guy. What's going on?
we both pushed each other's buttons. That's what it comes down to. And you've got two passionate individuals. We love what we do. We get dug on in certain issues. We both put blinders on. And sometimes one of us ends up in the front page of the paper. Oh,
paper. We got a paper here? Anyway, never mind. Don't answer that. The day, because you might need them one of these days, because they're pretty desperate. That's how you know Stephen Chase. I put the camera in his face and I mentioned...
I mentioned
you. He put his hand. He was upset.
I know. I saw it, and he was denying what he had quoted to the reporter. He eventually came back around again. He accused me of using the word liar. You know what? Yes, I called him a liar. Should I have used the word liar? Maybe, maybe not. Perhaps I should have.
You politician and not liars. Come on.
The word liar is a heavy word.
Is it?
In our world.
I've been called worse.
No, I know you have. But no, and I do. Oh, trust me, I know you have. You've been called worse by many people. But you know what? The word liar is an unacceptable word in the legislature.
Abel LeBlanc has some good words there.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Oh, I know. But the word liar is a heavy term. Do I regret saying it? Yes. I should have said he wasn't telling the truth. I should have said he was exaggerating.
He was fibbing. Yeah.
At the end of the day, on the particular issue we were talking about, he wasn't telling the truth.
I thought that was only in the court system, but I guess that's under the Queen chambers that you can't use the word liar.
Liar is a heavy word in politics, period. So
I wish I was only called a liar on social media. My God, this will be brown, just like you there. Me, it's pretty white there. Okay, hey, listen, nice to meet you.
Hey, Charles, I appreciate it. I know you get flack from everybody, but honestly, and I'm not just feeding you a line, I think you do a fantastic job.
You know this camera's still on.
Oh, damn right.